Here we are, quarantined. Might as well do some record review.
Oh, might as
uh,
well.
yeah. Songs from Mateo County, Tony Molina, which
Ooh,
is the double album. Is that correct?
it is a double album of B-sides.
Double album of B-sides. About 14 minutes, which is basically a double album for Tony
About
Molina.
14 minutes. He's pushing that one, stretching it.
It's billed as like a B-sides album, but I do think that it holds together pretty like it says like it was recorded between 2009 and 15, which is like 6 years.
2009, yeah, 2009 and 2015. But it feels like an album, anyways. I mean, it's got an intro and an outro. Like he put it together as such, you know.
Yeah,
And
and the recording quality, it's not, it's not like one of those things where it's like this song sounds like recorded this time period. Like it all kind of sounds like it goes together.
oh, it
Seems like
it, it, it flowed nicely. I mean, listening to it over and over again, it really does flow really good to me. I mean, it was
yeah,
a good
yeah. I think
vibing album.
both are recorded right before Distant Dismissed and right after. So even though
Right.
it was recorded, right before an album, right after, so it's kind of a similar, feel of his older stuff, the other work. So
I mean, really, honestly, it was hard to review something in just one. You know,
mhm.
I mean, it just all flows together. I mean, it's really good. Uh, any standout tracks you thought?
Um, man, I don't know. Like Fallen, I guess is good. I mean, it's basically loaded with tracks. I mean,
Oh yeah,
the
everything is really good. I mean, it's hard. I guess eventually towards the end, separate ways really
yeah,
stuck out to me.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, and even though the first two tracks are like 20 seconds, intros, I do think it flows into the first three tracks. Maybe the first real song is track three, but it really, it,
The man can make a song flow. That's for sure. I mean, where you don't like know where he's going with something, he's just playing some kind of classical, and then here's a heavy riff, or here's a really light pop riff. So
yeah, yeah, he's definitely a great guitar player, but not just the leads. I think the layering is really,
I think
really
it's amazing. I mean, I'm gonna give it an A. I give all the stuff an A. I mean,
well, I would give Dip and Dismiss A plus, one of the best records I made in my collection. I love that. I think that's probably his, so far is probably most well known. Uh, and since this is recorded right before and after that, I mean, obviously I love this one too. Yeah, I give it an A. I mean, it's a great
I,
record.
I I'd suggest this to anybody. Really.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long to listen to. If you started it, by the time we started this recording, you'd be basically halfway
Yeah.
through
Well, I
it.
mean, well, shoot, you suggested him to me, and then I listened to what you had, and
Mhm.
just wow. I was like, I'm gonna definitely have to listen to the rest. So,
Right,
and that
which he
was,
doesn't have
and
much
that was
so far.
actually
I guess whether this is a proper album or not, is kind of up for debate since it's sort of a collection, and then he has
yeah,
two
but like
albums
you,
in.
yeah, but like you said in the
The Smith
beginning,
the Truth is an EP, but his records are 12 to 14 minutes, and a 10-minute EP is not much difference. I mean,
but yeah, but like you said in the beginning, though, I mean, uh, it flows nicely. I mean, even though it's a B-sides album, it really flows. Can't you
yeah,
can't deny how well it flows.
yeah. I did hear a
I
rumor
mean,
that his next record could be longer. Like he might actually get up to a 20-minute, runtime. So
it's gonna
that
be
maybe actually
six.
that probably will be a double album at that point.
It'll be 16 minutes.
But yeah.
But you know what?
Who would you
I'll
think this
take it.
sounds like to recommend to people? What would you say it sounds similar to?
Uh, anybody that likes good pop and 60s rock, really. I mean, 60s. It had a really 60s sound to it to me. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean it's got that Weezer, the Blue album, that just
you
perfect
said it,
pop.
not you said it.
Well, it does, but it's Weezer back
You
when they were good. He gets the good parts of
Weezer out.
Weezer. I mean, obviously, Guided by Voices fans. I mean,
Uncle
like
Bob's gonna get you.
Yeah, I give it an A. We'll be back.
Definitely.
Maybe here in a few days. Maybe review the new Guided by Voices album, "Surrender Your Poppy Field."
Mm-hmm.
I think you've got that one handy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man. You got anything to add?
No. Give it an A.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, man. We'll see you.